Hello Team 2, how are you all doing? I'm excited for our Zoom call tomorrow. I'll get to see your little faces. I hope you're doing well. The work that we're getting is phenomenal. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. Well done guys, keep up the hard work. Let's have a look at today's learning then. So it's Thursday the 14th of May. Let's get going with reading. Now the reading this week, I'm sure Mrs. Muller has explained, it's the second paper, so we've been doing a lot of practice with the first paper, but we would have to sit the second paper too. So let's have a little look at some of this more tricky stuff. There's a lot more to read, isn't there? But you've been doing awesome with it. So we need to draw 4 lines to match these games to the draw 4 lines to match these games to what the text says you need to win each one. These are really strange names because they're games from around the world, aren't they? So we've got Unch Nietzsche, we've got Pilolo, maybe? Statues, and Pass the Parcel. We know that one, don't we? So the 4 options that we've got are energy, speed, luck, and balance. You can have a little look now at what you think, because I think you kind of know a couple of them, maybe not. So we need to be figuring out what the text says you need, the skills you need to win each game. So let's have a little look of the text. So pause here and have a little read. Okay, pause me here and have a read, guys. Okay, finished? So I think it's important that we're not expecting you, unless you've got the printout, to be drawing lines. You can put them into sentence stems, and remember, writing those sentence stems is a really good way to help the information go into your head. So it's a really worthwhile thing. I think we're going to do it more in the classroom when we're home. This has been a really good learning tool for me as a teacher as well. So Unch Nietzsche is a match with what? Energy, speed, luck, or balance? I don't know. Pillow, maybe, is a match with energy, speed, luck, or balance. Statues is a match with energy, speed, luck, or balance. Pass the Parcel is a match with energy, speed, luck, and balance. So I'm going to put the sentence stem and the work together on the next screen, so you can pause the next screen. And I've highlighted here where we're going to be picking that information from. So if you haven't finished your sentence stems yet, this page is going to be a really helpful page to get you to your answers. So pause here and make sure, have a double check that you've got the information that you need. Okay, feel like you've got it, so we can see that I've highlighted where each piece of information is. So, and then I've looked for these keywords and I've been able to find most of the keywords. Some of them aren't identical to what the answers are, but I've been able to find most of the keywords. Let's have a look at the answers. Have you got your answers? Make sure you have. And then let's take a look. So, Unch Nietzsche is a match with, and you can see it here. When you play Unch Nietzsche, you need lots of energy, so it's a match with energy. Pilolo is a match with, so if we have a look at Pilolo, and you need quick eyes and quick feet for this game. So if you're really quick, what's a different word for quick out of the 4 that we've got? The different word for quick is speed. And then we've got statues. So let's take a look at statues. And you can see here it says, this game can be great for practicing your balance. So that was one of our words of our option. And then Pass the Parcel. Oh, I forgot to highlight that one. Sorry guys. Pass the Parcel is here, is a match with, and it says at the end here, doesn't it? This game is mainly about luck. So it's a match with luck. How did you do? Did you get any incorrect? If you did, go back and make sure that you understand your new answer and it will stay in your head even longer. Well done, guys. We have got some core skills, updated information. Now, if this isn't the most helpful way for me to go through, then you have to let me know and I will speak to Miss Cunnington. But this is taking me a long time to find this, so I'm hoping this works. So We've got Ruben with 28,101. We've got Luca with 12,689. We've got Casey May with 6,820. We've got Owen with 3,920. We've got Ellie with 7,808. We've got Lola with 11,090. We've got Lacey with 410. We've got William with 4,059. We've got Charlie with a whopping 42,999. We've got Jake with 3,142. We've got Holly with 1,872. We've got Leo with 19,500. We've got Lily with 6,353. We've got Miley with 1,010. We've got Sydney with 3,700. We've got Jack with 4,105. We've got Joel with 9,150. We've got Darcy May with 3,355. We've got Louie with 10,221. We've got Darcy Weeks with 12,648. We've got Reese with 7,836. And we've got William with 19,434. There's some really good scores there. And I know some of you will be saying, but I had more coins, but I've spent them. So you're going to have to, if that is you, send me an email and I can look into it. So well done, guys. We're seeing some great course skills results. So our maths for today. I want you to have a think. Which is heavier, 1 gram or 1 kilogram? What do you think it is? 1 gram or 1 kilogram? Now the grams make up the kilograms, don't they? So the grams are the smaller parts that make up our full kilogram. So which will be heavier? It will be the kilogram. What would we weigh in kilograms? What would we weigh in kilograms? We would weigh how heavy something is, the weight of something. You would put, if you were making a cake, you would want to see how much of each ingredient, so you're measuring out how heavy it is. And how much do you think you weigh? Would you weigh yourself in grams, that should say, or kilograms? What would you do? So if you're thinking about cakes, you weigh flour and butter in grams. Do you think you weigh more or less than flour and butter? I think a little bit more. You wouldn't be weighing yourself in grams. You're much heavier than that. We'd be measuring in kilograms. Okay, let's have a look at these then. So find the mass of the sweets and the beans. So we have to make sure that this side and that this side are equal, so it keeps this, whoops, that is not equal, is it? So it keeps this nice and straight. If one side was heavier than the other, so if this side was the heavier side, we'd end up doing that. And if this side was the heavier side, it would do that, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be nice and straight. So you have to make sure you've got a match on both sides. So the sweets weigh how many kilograms? So how many kilograms weigh the same as this side? How many kilograms have we got here? We've got 1 kilogram and 2 kilograms. How many kilograms have we got all together there then? We have, okay, and then the beans. So we've got these beans here. I love beans. I love beans. They're one of my faves. Beanie breakfast. Yum. This side and this side again have got to weigh the same. So how much do the beans weigh? The beans weigh how many kilograms? Let's have a look. If you're right. I think Mrs. Muller has just left a K off there. We're just working in kilograms. We don't want you converting. Okay. So the beans weigh 4 kilograms and the sweets weigh 3 kilograms. Did you get it? If not, have a look. Where did you go wrong? Spot the mistake. That's where the learning is. Okay, so now we're having a look at these sweets and these beans. They're different now. So I want you to tell me, kilograms, I want you to tell me how much the sweets weigh and how much the beans weigh, guys. So pause it here and write me this sentence in your book. The sweets weigh this many kilograms, the beans weigh this many kilograms. Okay, pause me here and write your answers down. Okay, we're back. How did you do? The sweets weigh 2 kilograms and the beans weigh 4 kilograms. Did you get it? If you didn't, where was the mistake? That's where the learning is. Find your mistake. Okay, we're going to have a look together at Sophie. Oh, Sophie's family are going on holiday. Oh, Sophie, you shouldn't be. Sophie's family are going on holiday. Compare the mass of their suitcases. So, we've got to use the word here, heavier or lighter. So we need to decide Sophie's suitcase is what than Dad's suitcase. So let's have a look at Sophie's suitcase. And let's have a look at Dad's suitcase. Now, to look at them, it looks quite different, doesn't it? And you feel like you'd be able to say straight away which is heavier and which is lighter. But let's make sure. So how much does Dad's suitcase weigh? Dad's suitcase weighs 18 kilograms and Sophie's suitcase weighs 12 kilograms, okay? So which one is heavier? We've got to figure out Sophie's suitcase is what than Dad's suitcase. Sophie's suitcase is, okay, and then Mum's suitcase weighs how many kilograms more than Dad's? So now we're interested in Mum's suitcase. And how much does Mum's suitcase weigh? Mum's suitcase weighs 24 kilograms. Dad's suitcase as well, so we're interested in Mum's suitcase and Dad's suitcase now. Dad's suitcase. How many more kilograms is Mum's suitcase than Dad's? So we've got to go from 18 to 24. So 18 to 24. How many kilograms more is Mum's suitcase than Dad's suitcase? Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to work that out. Pause me here. You don't need to write anything down. This is one that we're doing together, but I want you to go through the process so that when we do the one, you're doing the one independently, you're going to be able to do it because we've worked through it together. So pause here just while you figure out what the difference is between Mum's suitcase and Dad's. How much more is Mum's suitcase? So let's do the jumps on the number like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we've jumped from 18 to 24. How many jumps did it take us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. So let's check our answers. So Sophie's suitcase is lighter than Dad's suitcase. Of course it is. Sophie's only weighs 12 kilograms and Dad's is 18. Mum's suitcase weighs 6 kilograms more than Dad's. So the calculation that we did was 18 take away 24 take away 18 equals 6 kilograms. We jumped from 18 up to 24 and we saw that it took us 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We saw that it took 6 jumps to find the difference between the two. Okay, now you're going to do this one for me. You're going to fill out the word heavier or lighter at the top, and then you're going to tell me about Mum's suitcase. Again, is weighs more than Dad's. How much more? Pause here so you can do your answer. Okay, you got it. Let's have a look. So, Sophie's suitcase is lighter than Dad, of course. So Sophie's is 11 kilograms this time and Dad's is 21 this time. And then Mum's suitcase is still the heaviest. So we've got 25 kilograms. Take away Dad's 21. So that's even closer, isn't it? So we definitely just need to jump between the numbers. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So how many jumps did it take us? It took us 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps, and that's why our answer is 4. How did you do? Did you get it right? If you didn't, find the mistake. That's where the learning is. Now, what is the mass of each barrel? So, again, this is nice and even. So you know that this and this are the same weight. So what weight is barrel A? Now, to find the mass of barrel B, you haven't got a scale, have you? You're going to have to use the information that you've gathered here to find what barrel B is. And barrel B is double the mass of A. Can you see it's bigger? It's double A. So once you've figured out what A is, B is double A. And then half the C is half the mass of A. So once you've found out what A is, you can double it to find B. And once you found out what A is, you can half it to find what C is. And I want you to do me the sentence stems. So I want you to do the mass of A is, and then tell me what their mass. Double the mass of A is, and then half the mass of A is. Okay, so pause here so you can write those sentence stems, and you can tell me what each of the barrels weigh. Okay, so A is 5 plus 2 plus 1, which equals 8. So barrel A equals 8 kilograms. Double the mass of A, so double 8 is 16. And then half of A, so half of 8 is 4. Oh, I missed the last question. I hope you spotted it. What is the difference between the mass of B and C? So again, it's the same thing. So we've got to start on 4 and jump up to 16. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many jumps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a jump of 12 there, which gives us our difference here. Okay, guys, that is your maths done. Good job. Grammar. Let's have a look at our grammar. So we're doing our contractions again. So I would like you, on your piece of paper or in your book, wherever you're doing your learning, I would like you to write the contractions. So you're squishing the two words together. You're going to get rid of some letters, and whichever letters it is that you get rid of, you're going to be putting your apostrophe there. So you are, I want you to think about how you're going to put those two words together and where that apostrophe is going to go. He will, what letters are you going to get rid of? Where's the apostrophe going to go? Had not, what letters are you going to put them together? You're going to get rid of some letters. Which letters are you going to get rid of? Where's the apostrophe going to go? So pause it here so that you can write out these guys. So pause now. What did we get? So you got rid of the A in your, and you squished them together, and that's where you put your apostrophe. You got rid of two letters in he and he will, so you got rid of the W and the I and put your apostrophe in there. You squish them together. And hadn't, you get rid of the O, so you squish them together and you put your apostrophe there. How did you do? Did you get any incorrect? Have a look. Was it the W and the I? Sometimes you can get rid of two letters, sometimes there's more. Have a look at any mistakes. That's where the learning is. Okay, so I want you to rewrite the following sentence so that the new sentence uses contractions. It does not look like it will snow. There are two contractions that you can get in there. Which four words can you strip back and put into two contractions? So have a pause now and write out the sentence using your contractions. So the two words are does not and it will. How did you do? Did you squish them together? So we get rid of the O and put the apostrophe in there. And again, we get rid of the two there and put the apostrophe there. Have a look at the sentence. It doesn't look like it'll snow. Did you get it? How did you do? Let's take a look at our English now, guys. So we're thinking about an informal letter. So we're looking at postcard writing, but we're going to have a look at informal letters. So how to set out an informal letter. What is an informal letter? It's a letter that we send to people that we know. So it could be a thank you letter, a postcard, it can be letters to friends or family who live further away, but it's someone that you know that you don't have to be too careful about what you say. So this is an example of a thank you letter. Oh, and it's to Santa. So we've got the address up here. A bit of a squiffy one. We've got the address and then we've got the date here, 2015. Dear Santa, I'm writing to thank you for the lovely presents you left at my house on Christmas Eve. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw them all and so beautifully wrapped. Your elves must have been very busy this year. I especially love the bike and have been learning to ride it as I haven't had one without stabilizers before. The pink helmet is a perfect fit and I wear it to protect my head when I'm on my bike in case I fall off. My brother James loved his train set and has been playing with it every day since you delivered it. He loves the noises it makes and connecting all of the carriages together. I hope you and Mrs. Claus have a lovely holiday and the elves and reindeers have a well-deserved rest. Love from Daisy. That's a nice letter, Daisy. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, this is an example of a postcard. Oh, look, it's you can see here, Dear Daisy. I wonder if this is the same Father Christmas Daisy. Daisy McLean from 3 Sheaf Street. And it's from May. So, dear Daisy, how are you? Oh, that's nice and engaging question. She's already interested in her. How are you? We are at the seaside. It has been like a dream and very nice weather too. What a treat. We have had ice cream every day. And my mum said maybe I can go on a donkey tomorrow and she will teach me how to swim. What a week it's been. We've spent lots of money as it isn't cheap and our feet are tired from all the walking, I bet. But it's been worth it. Lots of love and see you soon, May. So that's a postcard. And again, you know that the two of them know each other. It's a really friendly, chatty postcard. And oh, this one's from Little Red Riding Hood to her Grant. And again, you can see a little less squiffy this time. I've got my act together. You can see we've got the address here. We've got the date here. And then we've got our opener, Dear Grant. And again, it starts with a nice question. How are you? Mom told me you haven't been feeling very well. We've got a contraction there. That's good. I have baked you some of your favourite cakes and wondered when it would be possible for me to come and visit. Hope to see you soon. Lots of love, Little Red Riding Hood. So we've got some good examples of the light, casual kind of tone that we need to be taking with our postcards. So we're going to be writing our very own postcards. So we need to think about what we need for the postcard before we're interested in what it's going to say. We need to be thinking about the practical things, about how it's going to reach the recipient, the person that's going to receive it. So how May is going to get hers to Daisy. What do we need? What's really important when you're sending something in the post? You need the address, of course. You need an address. Now, my question, can you write your first name and your surname bob on? I know we did a lot of work in this in year 1. We came back to it not all that long ago, and some of us have forgotten how to write our last names. So it's a really good chance for you to have a check with your mums and dads that you can definitely spell your last name, your surname correctly. And if there's a few letters that you're getting incorrect, make sure mum and dad spot them out to you and that you really try and get those learned, because we need to be coming back to spelling our full name absolutely bob on. So do you know how to write your first name and your surname correctly? And do you know your address? You might be able to say your address, but do you know it? I wonder if mummy or daddy might be able to take you for a little walk to the end of the street when it's safe and if you're able to do your one piece of exercise a day, and have a look at your street sign, the street name of the street that you live on, and make sure that you've got that spelled well, and then walk back to your house and see your number. And you guys all mostly live in Britain as well, don't you? So I have shown you what my name and address would look like if I was telling you where I lived at school. So Mrs. Emma Upton, Redbrook Hayes Community School, and that's on Talbot Road, Rugeley Staffs, and the school's postcode is WS15 1AU. So that's mine. What does yours look like? Now, this isn't a very long task, but it's very important that you're super accurate with this task, okay? Especially your name, that surname, it needs to be bob on. So check it with an adult. If your adults are busy at the moment, check it with an adult and make sure you've got it bob on, okay? So your challenge for today is to write your full name and your address as if it was ready to go on a postcard. And don't forget your connected curriculum activities, guys. Keep those coming in. We love to see this work. You're doing so well, and we keep saying it, but you've got no idea how brilliant you are. Well done, guys. That's the end of today's learning. I'll see you tomorrow.